Hello everyone and welcome to another FXCentrum trade idea for the day. For today I decided to cover Bitcoin dollar and I see potential for the downside movement before any further upside. So this is a short-term downside idea, so let me just go and dive into the first daily time frame. So on the daily time frame we can see there's a clear supply trend line. We connected three major points here, so you can see right here 1, 2, even 3, and there is this one here. The market is really trying to hold here. It's holding for a couple of days, and there was an attempt actually for market to trade higher above 108,000, 109,000, but we had rejection, like for example yesterday and last Friday. So it's definitely potential for at least pullback, if nothing more than that, towards the 104,730 or 103,500, or maybe even 102,200. So those would be like a downside objectives for this downside idea. So we have this potential exhaustion on the daily time frame and the rejection of the supply trend line in the background. So this is a daily time frame perspective. So let's just go into the hourly time frame. So you can see our moving averages here. We'll go here, delete this one. You can see here that market actually held pretty well, and in the past couple of days or so, in the past week or so, it held around this rising 50 and 100 day. Market was pretty supported here. There was more support here, but then there was two attempts for market to trade higher, and there was no follow through. In fact, we broke to the downside those moving averages. So this is a first major sign. Market tried to attempt to rally back, but it had more new low here. So now we have two lower highs and two lower lows. So from my perspective, we have potential short-term downside shift. So my view here is to play for those potential downside movement towards those levels, as I said, and have a protective stop, maybe 108,000 or so. And there is a nice risk reward potentially for this trade idea. I need to also mention that our gold trade idea from yesterday is working pretty well. I think it's about 3 times bigger versus initial risk so far. So the gold trade idea is working pretty well. Now let's see about this Bitcoin dollar. I will take the short position tool, and I will put protective stop here just above this rally from previous day. So let's put like 108,000, just above the 108,000, let's say 85. And then we have, just for the first downside objective, we have 2 times bigger over initial risk, which is very, very good. So the first downside objective is around 104,736. If I go and take another one, the same level, and put the same protective stop in this idea, and I just go to the next downside objective, you can see that there is almost 3.5 times bigger over initial risk. And the market will trade all the way down to 102,220 to 50. There will be 4.5, 4.6 times bigger over initial risk. But I will say main objective around 104,750, and then the secondary objective on 103,475. So basically 2 to 3.5 times bigger reward versus initial risk in this trade idea. Also, the momentum oscillator is going to, we have a new momentum down. We had a couple of extremes here in the hourly time frame that resulted in a sell-off, and we broke this moving averages, these moving averages on the hourly time frame, which is a good sign. If the market will go all the way back up here again, there might be potential for the upside or more like consolidation and sideways, but so far I think this is a pretty good risk reward trade idea. That'll be all for this FXCentrum trade idea. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave the comments below, and don't forget to check about the amazing opportunity that you have for a 1,000 euros non-deposit bonus by FXCentrum. You can check in the link in the description of the video, and you will also check how you can receive up to 1,000 euros non-deposit bonus. That will be all from me for now. Happy trading, and see you soon.